Are you planning to renovate your bathroom? Stop right there. Seriously, before you get seduced by those gorgeous walk-in showers and fancy vessel sinks that are everywhere these days, we need to talk. Listen, I'm all for beautiful design, but there are certain bathroom trends that will make your life a living nightmare. Today, I'm exposing the 11 bathroom design trends that look spectacular in showrooms, but fail miserably in real homes. Trust me, if you ignore these warnings, you'll be dealing with flooded floors, mold colonies, impossible cleaning situations, and countless regrets. I'm Blake, and welcome back to Built by Becker. Let's jump right in. Vessel sinks are everywhere these days. You know the ones, these bowl-like basins that sit on top of your counters like decorative pieces. But have you ever cleaned one of these? The biggest problem is that tiny seam between the sink and the countertop. It's like a magnet for grime, mold, and soap scum. Without proper sealing, water seeps into this area, creating a perfect breeding ground for bacteria and disgusting buildup. The same goes for square and rectangular sinks with their sharp corners and straight edges. Dirt, toothpaste, everything accumulates in those tight corners where water can easily wash it away. So please skip the headache and go for an undermount integrated sink instead. They might take up more cabinet space underneath, but the seamless design means no nasty crevices for dirt to hide in. Now let's talk about tubs. Freestanding tubs look gorgeous in bathroom photos, but they only work if you have a ton of space. In smaller bathrooms, you end up shoving the tub against a wall to save room. Then you got this tiny gap between the tub and the wall that's impossible to reach. It turns into a gross collection spot for dust, hair, and moisture that you'll never be able to clean unless you move the entire tub. If you got smaller bathroom but still want that elegant look, try a back to wall or corner tub design that gives you the same style without the gross. Now let's step into another popular bathroom trend that feels natural but becomes a real pain. Pebble effect tiles seem like a natural spa-like choice for a shower floor. They provide a massage-like feel underfoot and create a visual interest with their texture. But in real life, they're also a cleaning disaster. See, I want life to be easy, not a cleaning nightmare. So all those little spaces between the pebbles, they collect everything like nothing else. And you can't just wipe them clean. You need to get on your knees with special brushes and a ton of elbow grease. If you have hard water, it gets even worse because the calcium builds up on the rough surfaces. And to be honest, they're actually uncomfortable to stand on for more than a few minutes. Save yourself the trouble and go for larger format tiles with fewer grout lines. They're so much easier to keep clean and won't hurt your feet while you're trying to enjoy your shower. Speaking of showers, let's talk about another luxurious feature that causes more problems than it solves. Rainfall Showerheads. They look amazing and they feel like you're standing in a warm summer rain. But if they're your only shower option, you'll get really frustrated. The biggest issue is that you can't control where the water goes. Since it falls straight down from above, you can't avoid getting your hair wet every single time you shower. And for the girls who especially don't want to wash their hair daily, this can be a pain. The smart solution is to install a Rainfall Showerhead plus a regular handheld shower head. That way, you get the luxury experience that you want when you want it and the practical function when you need it. Now let's polish up our knowledge about the material that promises luxury but delivers headaches. Yes, I'm talking about marble. Showers look absolutely stunning, and there's no denying that. But behind the elegant appearance lies a demanding maintenance schedule that most people are not prepared for. Marble is natural, porous, and requires sealing before installation and regular resealing every 6 months. Miss these windows and water seeps into the stone, causing the minerals to oxidize and creating unsightly rust-colored spots that permanently damage the surface. I see this all the time. And this thing is so picky that you can't use most standard bathroom cleaners. You need an extra gentle handling, a level of care that's impractical for everyday bathroom use. The best is to switch to porcelain tiles that mimic marble's appearance. It gives you the aesthetic without the headaches. Next up is a blast from the past that maybe should have stayed in the 70s. Tile countertops. They had their moment, but now they're having a comeback. While they offer endless color and pattern options and functionality issues, makes them a poor choice for wet bathroom environments. The main problem? Grout lines. Each line creates a potential weak point where moisture can penetrate, causing damage to the underlayment. For a more practical alternative, consider solid surface countertops like quartz or quartzite that can mimic the look of tile patterns without the maintenance headache. These cost a little bit more, but they are a beauty. Moving on to a classic bathroom fixture that looks elegant but fails the practical test every single time. Pedestal sinks. They have a certain classic elegance that works beautifully in powder rooms or historic renovations, but as a primary bathroom sink, they fail miserably at meeting modern needs. The fundamental problem is there's nowhere to put anything. No countertop space for your products, makeup, electric toothbrush, or even a soap dispenser. There's also zero storage underneath, forcing you to store essentials elsewhere in your bathroom. Today, that's unforgivable. You need space. So if you have a small bathroom, try a narrow vanity with drawers or a wall-mounted sink with a small shelf. They don't take up much more room than a pedestal sink, but also give you places to put your stuff. And for now, the century's biggest bathroom design mistake, barn doors. Oh yeah, they look amazing in living spaces, bringing that rustic industrial vibe, but putting one on in a bathroom? Are you sure? The main issue, privacy or complete lack thereof. Most barn doors don't seal properly when closed, leaving gaps along the edges. That means sounds, smells, and even visibility are not contained like it would be with a regular door. For a bathroom where privacy is super important, this is a serious problem. Honestly, why would you do this? Better stick with regular doors that actually keep the bathroom business private. Let's check out another trendy vanity style that looks great in photos but will drive you crazy every time you clean. Those bathroom vanities with short decorative legs are super trendy right now. They look nice, like a piece of furniture, but they're also cleaning headache. That little gap between the floor and the bottom of the vanity is just tall enough to collect dust, hair, bathroom gunk, but too short for most of your vacuum attachments or dusters. In a damp bathroom, this stuff gets wet, sticky, and even harder to clean out. You can't sweep under them properly, and mops won't really reach all the way back, so you end up with this permanent dirty area that you know is there, but you can't do anything about it. For easier cleaning, either get a floating vanity mounted to the wall with plenty of space underneath, or a vanity with tall enough legs to clean underneath. One that goes all the way to the floor with no gap is the best suggestion. Now, we're diving into the most modern trends, and I'm about to break a few hearts. Trust me. First, open concept bathrooms. I get it. You want a feeling of a luxury hotel, but in reality, who wants their bed right next to the bathtub? There's a complete lack of privacy. This might not seem like a big deal at first, but when one person needs to get up at 5 a.m. while the other person is sleeping, that lack of separation can become a real problem. Light and noise travel freely, meaning whoever sleeps with you gets disturbed every time you use the bathroom. But that's not all. Even more problematic is the moisture issue. Without a door containing humidity, shower steam spreads throughout your bedroom, potentially damaging furniture, paint, and fabrics over time. Even with proper ventilation, moisture will still escape into the connected space. The solution is simple. Install a proper door. That's it. And speaking of open things, let's end with those fancy open showers. They look amazing in pictures, right? No doors, just a cool open space with water falling from the ceiling. But unless you live somewhere hot, you're going to freeze your butt off. That's the truth. Without something to keep the heat in, all that warm air just floats away while you're trying to take a shower. But that's not the biggest problem. What I hate is that the water goes everywhere. The water doesn't drain right. You end up with puddles all over in your bathroom floor. Your bath mat stays soaking wet. And over time, the moisture can damage your floors and walls. But if you still really want an open shower, make sure your contractor knows how to do proper drainage, put in a good glass panel to stop the water from splashing everywhere. Otherwise, you'll have a pretty shower that's too cold and too messy to enjoy. So there you have it. 11 bathroom design trends that might look amazing in pictures, but fail miserably in real homes. Now don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want more honest home design advice that actually saves you money and headaches. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching Built by Becker.